Welcome everyone to another episode of Slasher Scotty. I am your host, Scotty McCoy, and boy, do I have a surprise for all of you. I have on Zoom with me right now Angela Rose, and wait to hear this, she's a musician, which is so exciting. And I don't have a lot of musicians on, but when I do, I'm so excited because I love giving people of art, of different art forms outside of acting a chance to speak and actually talk about something different than filmmaking, which is really cool. But you have done movies for films, including my 72 film and for some other films, so that's really exciting as well. But how you doing, Angela?
I am fabulous. How are you?
I am doing great. So excited to have you back second time. So speaking of that being your second time, for people that haven't watched the first one, we can give them insight, or for people that have watched the first one, give them a little bit of a refresher. How did you get your start into making music?
I have been making music for a very long time. It's been almost my entire life for my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
I started singing when I was really little, about 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And then went from there. I played violin. Then I taught myself how to play piano, guitar, and then it just kind of evolved into songwriting once my guitar playing got good.
Absolutely. That's great. So you have an album or a single, it's coming
I have
out.
an
So tell us
album.
about it.
It's called Phoenix. It has 7 songs on it. They're all written by me. I got a band together. My friend that I've known since college, Will Geronimo, it did my drums and a lot of the production. Then we had Dennis, which I can't pronounce his last name, and I do not want to butcher it, but his first name is Dennis. He was our bassist.
Nice.
And then Justin at Seven Sided Records, which is an independent record company here in North Aurora, close to where I live, did the mastering for the album.
Right. Awesome. Awesome. That's exciting. So, where do you come up with the lyrics and like the topics for your songs? Like, because that to me seems very fascinating yet hard.
So the stuff that I've written, the lyrics are personal. Everything
Right.
that I write about, I've gone through in one way or
Mm-hmm.
another. Whether it's a, romantic relationship or platonic relationship, or like if I've lost family members or friends or something
Mm-hmm.
like that, it all translates into my music.
Right.
So,
Absolutely. That's great. And it's really exciting. Like, is it hard to make music?
oh, it's for me, it's kind of biased. I'm kind of biased because for me, it's easier than other things. But like when I tell people like, "Oh, yeah, I recorded these vocals and then I put this effect on it," and like for one of the songs, Easy for You, for the background vocals, I did kind of Carpenter-esque background vocals where I would sing my parts
Mm-hmm.
and then I would triple each part.
Right.
So it sounds like you've got this whole chorus behind you in the background vocals. So
Right.
when I tell people how I did that, they're like, I don't even know how to like make a note. And so I guess it can be difficult, but for me it's fun. So
Exactly. And that's like anything that you do for a field. Like to you, music is easier than it would be, say, for me. Whereas I'm a web developer by trade, so you learning like, how to program an entire web application using PHP and all the other languages combined would
yeah,
be challenging for you,
it
whereas
would be
music would be
challenging.
challenging. It's the same thing for like, a doctor. Like I mean, I would be the last person you want to have operate on you, and I'm sure you would be the same
Same.
way.
We
You're
are the
right.
last two
So
people that should be performing any kind of surgery.
absolutely. I mean, yeah. So like music to me and to anybody else might be hard, and it's fascinating with how it's done. But it's like I appreciate that much more of how you do it because it's like there's music out there that is so easy on the ears that is just so relaxing that you can just fall asleep to it. And it's like,
Yes.
do that.
Yes. No, I totally get that. Like like when I talk to you or when I talk to Mike or Carl, and
Yeah.
you guys tell me how you're shooting, shots and the visualizations and everything, and I'm just like, I point and shoot.
Yep, absolutely. And I know we still plan on having you doing our audio. We're still in post-production. We still have some things that we don't really have a lot to film yet. Most of it's done, just some
Yeah.
reshoots. But the editing is so tedious, especially when it's just me and Carl. And I'm now, full-time working, obviously, which I've been
Yeah.
doing. But then I'm in school part-time, taking 2 classes and teaching 2 classes part-time. And
I
then
know,
Carl
right?
has a new baby and he has a full-time job. So like I see these filmmakers getting these movies out like at rapid speed, but that's probably their full-time job, or if not,
Yeah,
they make it a full-time job.
it is their full-time job. I know I've got a couple of projects that have been on pause for a while
Mhm.
now that hopefully get back up, at
Yeah,
some point, but there's just not any rush. We all have jobs and
yeah,
children and
absolutely.
lives.
And it just makes us so it just makes everything so complicated, because the first things first is our full-time job and our families. Like we're not gonna, put all of our energy into the movie and end up getting fired from our full-time jobs, because now we
Right.
can't feed our families. We
No, we
can't
don't
pay our bills.
exactly. And right now I decided to go back to school
Yep.
to kind of change the trajectory of my career a little bit. So
Absolutely. And yeah, I hear you. So what do you expect the listeners to feel or to think about the songs in your upcoming album, like based on the songs and their lyrics? Like what
I
do you
just
expect?
I hope they can relate in some way, even if it's just to like one line in one song. Like, I feel like a lot of these songs, the feelings behind them are universal.
Hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of what I write comes from not always good places,
Hmm.
but I hope that people can relate,
Right.
that like that music was how I got through, you know.
Hmm. Absolutely. Yeah,
What
and
about you?
you kind of want to relate to that. So like what kind of song types are they? Are they like sad songs? Are they happy songs, dance songs?
They're intimate. They're not really dance. We did put some rock bellies on kind of some of them, like Erased.
Okay.
When I wrote it was just me and my guitar. There was no like thought process
Okay.
for putting anything else on it. Bringing it and getting it together with Will and Dennis, like kind of bouncing ideas off of each
Hmm.
other and kind of hearing how it started to sound with like drums and with bass. I ended up putting a string quartet on it
Okay.
to kind of bring out some of the like the swell that kind of I felt during it.
Okay. All right. So regarding the writing and recording of music, I may have asked you this last time. So if I did, maybe the answer has changed or maybe it has stayed the same. But what do you believe is the hardest and the easiest part in writing and recording music?
I think the hardest is still actually the technology part, is
Mhm.
getting into the workstation and making sure that like I'm visualizing what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
So like the sound is like the visual representation are the waves.
right.
So being able to kind of make that match up with what I'm hearing in my head for me has been a
Mhm.
little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
And the easiest part is still just making the music, just sitting down with my guitar, sitting at the piano, and just playing.
Nice, nice. And that's the fun about it, because like my dad always said, had a good, he was a wise man, and one thing he really said that was amazing to me was find something you're gonna love to do for the rest of your life, because then it doesn't feel like a job.
Amen. Yeah,
Yep.
that is
Yep.
wise words.
Yep. And my dad always told me, like, you're not a labor man. You are not a working man. You are a man that is a hard worker, but you're a desk job guy. And boy, was he ever right. I work full time and I don't have to leave my house and I'm always on a computer.
I tell you, I do love remote work. I will tell you
Yeah.
that.
Absolutely. It's great. And I know with like with you, like music, you love music. And as long as it doesn't feel like a job or feel like a chore, then it becomes something that you would love to do, that you can do. You know,
Yeah.
it's great. It really is. And music is so relaxing. Like I've related to music so much, especially taking Kyle to and from work, like, 4 days a week or whatever. Like it's
Yeah.
fun because like I enjoy just listening to the music. And if a song comes on, like, oh my God, I love Lady Gaga, and listening to Bad Romance on max volume and my windows down and speeding on the highway and jamming out to it. It's amazing, to the point that I had a dream about singing it with her on the Super Bowl stage.
Oh my God, that would have been awesome.
I know. I
Just
woke up, I'm like, wait, where the hell did that come from?
you go flying past somebody and all they hear is rah, rah, rah.
Absolutely. Love Lady Gaga. Oh my God, love her. So this is
So
the very, very important question. Where and when can the listening and viewing audience pick up a copy and listen to your album?
I am for sale on Bandcamp. That sounded really bad. My album is for sale on Bandcamp. A low price of, I don't remember, I think it's $7.99 or $8.
So you can buy Angela for $7.99.
You can buy me for the low price. I'm also the album is also available on any streaming platform: YouTube, Pandora, Spotify, Amazon, Apple. I mean, I'm on platforms that I didn't even know existed.
Nice. Nice.
But yeah, you put in my name, you Google me, you look for the little logo Firebird thingy there, the
There you go.
Phoenix, and then you'll know it's me.
Awesome. That is so awesome. So the last question I got for you, anything at all, social media, websites, other projects, other albums, anything at all that you would like to promote to the listening and viewing audience?
My Facebook, facebook.com. I'm there as Angela Rose. Same with YouTube, same with Instagram, same with TikTok. I'm literally everywhere.
Okay.
Um, what else was I gonna say? What was the rest of the question?
Anything to promote, projects, music, social media, websites?
There is going to be another album down the pipeline. I also would like to do a just an album of just a cappella covers of just my takes on other people's songs.
Awesome.
So other than that, yeah, we're just taking a little break right now because we're going to be shooting a music video,
Nice.
and we're going to be putting up some other videos on TikTok and YouTube soon.
Nice. So once you do the music video, we can have you back on. I know I'm taking a hiatus come late August when I start school up again, but definitely
Yeah,
would have you back on. I mean, I would love to talk about all this again.
yeah, I love being here. I mean,
Yeah,
I love coming on here.
absolutely. It's fun and it's a great promotion. And anybody that wants to pick up a copy of Phoenix, please do so. Buy the copy, support independent, artists, and definitely support Angela and pick up a copy, because I know that's going to be super exciting to listen to. And you are very talented, and you're a good friend
Thank
of mine
you.
too, which is I'm very honored to say, because
That's the
not a
best
lot of good
part.
people you could trust, but you're one of them I
Yeah.
can.
Thank you so much,
Absolutely.
Scotty.
Not a problem. So before I let you go, to let everybody know, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to like, share, comment, share on social media, subscribe, of course. By subscribing, I mean slash that subscribe button. And of course, if you're listening to the audio platform, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all the other podcasting platforms out there, make sure you rate, comment, like, share on social media. If I'm on Cameo, so you can book me for anything at all, birthdays, anniversaries. If you're in a relationship and you just don't want to be in that relationship anymore and you want to break up, but you're a coward, let me know. Book me $5, that's all it is, and I'll break up with your partner for you. I'll do it. I
Right?
will. I'm sorry, but Johnny doesn't want to be with you anymore, Cindy.
For an
Also, I
extra
have
5
coming out.
I'll play background music for you.
Absolutely. Also coming out, I have Funko Pop a Slasher Scotty. So pick up your copy when they come out. I don't know when that'll be yet. I'm waiting to hear back from the manufacturer, but you can pick up your copy of the Funkos when they're available. And last but not least, I have my book, The Ultimate Halloween Movie Experience, Michael Myers, the Man, the Monster, the Madness, published by Barry Manor Media, thanks to my literary agency, 3i Books. And it is 18 original interviews with cast and crew from the franchise, thousands of trivia questions, and the best part is forward from the queen herself, Jamie Lee Curtis. So pick up your copy at Walmart, Target, Barnes & Nobles, Amazon, or wherever books are sold. Wow, I could do an infomercial, baby.
Right? Jamie Lee Curtis? That's
Yes,
awesome.
absolutely. Thanks to my agent for making that happen, of course. But thank you so much, Angela, for taking the time out this evening to join me and to make this interview happen. I'm so glad that we made it happen and to promote Phoenix. So, like I said, anybody watching this, pick up a copy. But thank you.
Thanks, Scotty. It was great to be here.
Absolutely. Have a great rest of your night.
You
All
too.
right, bye.